All right, so module number 7, we're going to really talk about list exhaustion and cleaning, tips, metrics, and actions to keep your list hygienic, okay? So we addressed this topic on how big is your list, a common misconception of marketers as email marketing evolves. Too many people are focused on their list size, not about their actual list and engagement, to realize how important list hygiene really is. Now, what am I talking about right now? I'm talking about list cleaning. Now, I know people tend to think about list cleaning as one of those topics that people think is where they go and use some tool to actually do this. Well, the best tool that you can do this with is inside your email service provider, your autoresponder service that you're using, okay? So here we go, and we're going to start really dig into why your list is engaging, and of course, we're going to talk about cleaning, all right? So there's 3 or 4 things that are going to be most important when it comes down to it. So let's talk about the first thing, okay? Your first thing, that reason why your list is engaging and your list is exhausted, it may not be delivering, okay? What does that mean? That could be happening because your email domain, your from email, or any of the other stuff, your content, your deliverability, any of that stuff is causing a problem. We talked about this earlier in module number 2, where we talked about different things you should be looking at. We also talked about it in module number 3 and 4. So as you go through our links, we've been talking about all the different modules. So you should be already fully aware of why that's happening. So when I say this is important that you think and realize that it could be a multitude of things that's creating that. 2, your content can be unengaging. People just don't care. Maybe you're a guy who talks about dog training, but today you started talking about cat training and you're wondering why people aren't engaging. Remember, your content, you're not catering it to those people. 3, it could be your quality of lead. Those quality of leads are very, very important, right? You don't know if you're buying traffic from a solo ad or Facebook or whatever it may be. You got to know the quality of lead. And the best way I tell you the quality of lead is very simple. Your first autoresponder workflow, if it's not at a 50-60% open rate minimum, if not, well, open to, 50 or 60%, you probably start wondering, now, where is my low level there? Is about 30%, but I like to see at least 50 to 60%, knowing that my traffic is good, meaning that my information is engaging. So start looking at the metrics of your own emails to figure out why they're not engaging. If you're getting a 10% open rate, that means that you have something going on. Did you not test your email? Are you just not giving great information? It could be a million things. Now, last but not least in this whole section is cleaning your list. Right now, I know this is going to be one of the scariest parts of this module, but it's important, right? Let me explain to you something. Let me start off with a question. All right, so let's say you have Bill, Sally, and Sue on your email list, and Bill, Sally, and Sue have been on your email list for 100 days. Okay, that means 3-4 months now, and they haven't opened a single email of yours in the last 90 days. Okay, question for you: do you think Bill, Sally, and Sue are going to open your email on day 91, day 92, day number 5, day number 100? Chances are no. They haven't opened your email in 90 days. Then why do they want to do it? They do not open, they do not click in the last 90 days. So why are they still on it? Why are you paying your service to have that person on your email list? Okay, so what happens is very simple. There's a multitude of things that may be occurring here that may be causing this to happen. So 1, it could be the fact that your emails are going to spam. Did you know that not only is your content and junk all that, but there's also a behavioral based part of Gmail? Did you know a person who receives an email in Gmail and they ignore that email 7 to 10 times, the chances of the 11th one going automatically spam and forever going to spam after that are very high? That could be happening to you. 2, they could have changed their email address. Believe it or not, people get overwhelmed with their email and they just change their email and leave people behind. If they weren't engaged with you and they don't care to learn from you, they just leave their email behind and open a new one. Emails are free. Why wouldn't they want to change and start over fresh? Right? 3, it could be the content. We talked about this before. Your content or your information may not resonate with them. Either way, with that, you need to start cleaning your list. That means that you need to go to your tool. It's 3 simple steps. Step 1 would be to go in there and check your segments, right? You're going to create a segment of the people who did not open or did not click on any emails in the last 30, 60, 90, or 120, 180 days, depending on how comfortable you are. We at SendLane, for example, highly recommend 90 days, which is 3 months, but that could be differentiated by your comfort level. Create that segment and go ahead and take them. 2, delete that segment. Remove those people. But before you delete those people, export those people into a downloadable, because now you've got a great custom audience to use to retarget on Facebook, to retarget on Google, and try to communicate with them further to see if they would be interested in coming back to your list and re-engaging with your list, or maybe they won't. A lot of times for me, I've never had positive experience on either way. Even with a re-engagement campaign that some people talk about, I have not heard positive things. Again, a person hasn't opened your email in 90 days. You send them a re-engagement, says, I'm taking you off my list. What's the point of them if they re-engage with you at that point and then stop listening to you for another 90 days because of that? Doesn't mean that you're doing better for yourself. So I always say remove them if they have it open 90 days. Their behavior is showing me exactly what they're doing, right? Step 3 is delete them. You go ahead and delete them off your list and they're gone. You'll see a substantial drop in your number of subscribers. Do not panic. You're keeping the people who are most engaged, who want to listen to your email and so forth. And what you'll see from the metrics that happen from this and this module is very simple. First of all, you'll start to slowly see an increased raise of engagement. Sometimes it takes a couple days, so don't be surprised if the first 1 or 2 days the engagement rate's kind of low. The third or fourth day it'll start to increase because Gmail is testing and noticing, for example, that more and more people are opening your emails. So if they see more, there's a chance that they may even take those ones that are going to spam automatically and bringing them out of spam to say, hey, all these other people are engaging and 20-30% of the people are engaging to this bulk email. Why should we put these in spam and so forth? So thinking about that is super, super important as you continue to dig into making sure you're cleaning your list. So that's list exhaustion, list cleaning. I hope that makes sense. I hope that is great information for you. There's a lot of great information about this out on the web as well, how important it is. A lot of people are talking about it. So make sure you're keeping your list clean, making sure that you know why or how to keep it hygienic. Basically, think about it as showering your list, keeping it clean. Make sure you're doing it, and I'll see you on the next module.